I'm Lorna, and today I'm going to read Stone Soup. This is written, retold, and illustrated by John J. Muth. Three monks, Hawk, Lock, and Sue, traveled along a mountain road. They talked about cat whiskers, the color of the sun, and giving. What makes one happy? Sue asked Hawk, the youngest monk. Old Sue, who was the wisest, said, "Let's find out." The sound of a bell brought their gaze to the rooftops of a village below. They could not see from so high above that the village had been through many hard times. Famine, floods, and war had made many villagers weary and untrusting of strangers. They had even become suspicious of their neighbors. The villagers worked hard, but only for themselves. There was a farmer, a tea merchant, a scholar, he's probably really smart, a seamstress, she can sew anything, a carpenter, a doctor, and many others. But they had little to do with one another. When the monks reached the foot of the mountain, the villagers disappeared in their homes. No one came to the gates to greet them. And when the people saw them enter the village, they closed their windows tight. The monks knocked on the door of the first house. There was no answer. Then the house went dark. They knocked on the second door. The same thing happened. It happened again and again and again from one house to the next. These people do not know happiness, they all agreed. But today, said Sue, his face bright as the moon, we will show them how to make stone soup. They gathered twigs and branches and made a fire, and they placed a small tin pot on top and filled it with water from the village well. A brave little girl who had been watching came to them. "What are you doing?" she asked. "We are gathering twigs," said Lock. "We are making a fire," said Hawk. "We are making stone soup, and we need 3 round, smooth stones," said Sue. The little girl helped the monks look around the courtyard until they found just the right ones. Then they put them in the water to cook. "These stones will make excellent soup," said Sue. "But this very small pot won't make very much, I'm afraid." "Well, my mother has a bigger pot," said the girl. The little girl ran home, and as she started to take the pot, her mother asked her, "What are you doing?" "The 3 strangers are making soup from stones," she said. We need our biggest pot." Said the girl's mother. "Stones are easy to come by. I'd like to learn how to do that." The monks poked the coals and the smoke drifted up, and the neighbors peered out of their windows. The fire and the large pot in the middle of the village was a true curiosity. One by one, the people of the village came out to see just what this stone soup was. Of course, an old-style stone soup should be well seasoned with salt and pepper, said Hawk. This is true, said Lock, as he stirred the giant pot with water and stones. But we have none. Well, I have some salt and pepper, said the scholar, his eyes big with curiosity. He disappeared and came back with salt and pepper and even a few other spices. Sue took a taste. Well, the last time we had soup stones of this size and color, carrots made the broth very sweet. Carrots? Said the woman from the back. I may have a few carrots, but just a few. And off she ran. She returned with as many carrots as she could carry and dropped them into the pot. Do you think it would be better with onions? Asked Hawk. Oh, yes, maybe an onion would taste great, said a farmer as he hurried off. He returned in a moment with 5 big onions, and he dropped them into the bubbling soup. Now that's a fine soup, he said. The villagers all nodded their heads as the smell became very agreeable. If only we had some mushrooms, said Sue, rubbing his chin. Several villagers licked their lips. A few dashed away and returned with fresh mushrooms and pea pods and cabbages. Something magical began to happen among the villagers. As each person opened their heart to give, the next person gave even more. And as this happened, the soup grew richer and smelled more delicious. I imagine the emperor would suggest we have dumplings, said one villager. And bean curd, said another. What about cloud ear and moonbeams and yams, cried another. And taro root and winter melon and baby corn, cried other villagers. Garlic and ginger root and soy sauce and lily buds. Oh, I have some, people cried out. And off they ran, returning with all that they could carry. The monks stirred and the pot bubbled. How good it smelled and how good it would taste. How giving the villagers had become. At last the soup was ready. The villagers gathered together. They brought rice and steamed buns. They brought lychee nuts and sweet cakes. And they brought tea to drink. And they lit lanterns. Everyone sat down to eat. They had not eaten together or had a feast like this for as long as anyone could remember. After the banquet, they told stories and they sang songs and they celebrated long into the night. Then they unlocked their doors and they took the monks into their homes and gave them very comfortable places to sleep. In the gentle spring morning, everyone gathered together near the willows to say farewell. Thank you for having us as your guests, said the monks. You have been most generous." "Thank you," said the villagers. "With the gifts you have given, we will always have plenty. You have shown us that sharing makes us all richer." "And to think," said the monks, "to be happy is as simple as making stone soup." There's the king. That's the end of Stone Soup. All right, so I have a song today, and it's called Skinamarink. Now, Skinamarink, it goes kind of fast, so you have to think about Skinamarink. Okay, ready? So let's get our hand, and we can go like this, and then like this. Ready? Get them ready. Kind of tricky to twist them, but you'll get it. Okay, goes like this. Skinamarink-a-dink-a-dink, Skinamarink-a-doo. I love you. Skinamarink-a-dink-a-dink, Skinamarink-a-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, Skinamarink-a-dink-a-dink, Skinamarink-a-doo. I love you truly. I love you, and you, and you. Boop, boop, be doo. Woo! All right. Remember to be kind.